Let's get rocking and rolling. Everybody should be able to see my screen. All right, so if you compiled all of the MSPs in the world and put them into one person, it would look like this guy. It's chaos. And that's because running an MSP is harder than ever. The IT stack that you're supporting has exploded. There are more systems to manage. They're all across the cloud network and on-premise all the way down to the endpoint, and those systems are always changing. They have different updates, different versions, and on top of that, the users that you're supporting, they have access to thousands of different SaaS applications that they download without IT's knowledge or approval. And what that means is that there's a larger attack surface for the MSP to manage. And by the way, on top of that, your customers' expectations, well, guess what? They're not going down. They're going through the roof. They want more, while at the same time, the specialized IT that you need to support those different things, it's more expensive. Those resources are harder to find. You guys are fighting for the same limited talent pool. And that's if you're managing one customer. Now amplify that problem by 25 customers, 50 customers, hundreds, or thousands for bigger MSPs, okay? So what happens is this complexity, it forces MSPs to have to make a choice. And it's a choice between satisfying your customers on one end of the spectrum, having your tech team put in a ton of hours, working on weekends, taking those 3 a.m. calls, burning the candle at both ends just to keep your customers happy, and you're killing your profits in the process, okay? Or are you on the other end of the spectrum and you're focusing on optimizing your profits, but then you have customers leave because you're not meeting their high expectations? It's a forced choice. It's an impossible choice that you're living in right now. And the good news is that the best run MSPs, they found a way to break free from this losing trade-off. They found what we refer to as an operational advantage that gives them the ability to not only delight their customers, but they get to maximize their profit. That's why we say Liongard's partners have an unfair advantage, an operational advantage, for their customers. And how are they doing that? Well, they're doing that with a powerful platform. It's a unique platform that you won't get from any other vendor in this space. Liongard inspects and documents all of the systems that you're supporting from cloud all the way down to the endpoint. And what it does is it transforms and centralizes all of that messy, hard to reach configuration data into one centralized data asset that you can trust. And Liongard is continuously gathering this information and keeps it stored in a historical timeline, and it allows you to be alerted on things when they change. Okay, so if you've ever been caught by surprise by something changing, that nonsense goes away. And Liongard's going to also help you automate some of the major workflows for your business, all the way from something as simple as automating your documentation down to billing reconciliation. So some of those critical MSP workflows that where Liongard really shines, if you take a look on the far right, okay, if you're struggling with documentation, well, guess what? Documenting isn't going to be a headache anymore when Liongard is automatically doing it for you across all of those systems. We have over 73 different integrations, and we're building more. We have a powerful community around this. If you're struggling with onboarding, right? Onboarding a new customer can now take just an hour or two when you have automation with Liongard. It's going to free up your techs to do more revenue generating activities, not the nonsense of gathering all those details and making sure your service desk is empowered, right? Your customers, you want them to be secure. Well, you're going to make them more secure and make it much easier on yourself when you're alerted when things change. So if somebody becomes a privileged user in Active Directory, somebody becomes a privileged user in Office 365 as an example, you can know when that happens. If you're managing hundreds or thousands of tenants, it's going to make it really easy for you. And what do you want your service desk to do? They're burning the candle at both ends. You want them to reduce their time to resolution. Well, troubleshooting is so much easier when your techs can easily root cause a customer issue with accurate and comprehensive documentation on a timeline that shows them exactly what changed and when it changed. And this is why we're saying Liongard's MSPs are really running circles around you. If you're not one of our partners, you're getting run around by our partners right now, I can promise you that. So Liongard is going to take you from this chaos state that I showed you earlier to a pristine, peaceful state, one that gives you what we refer to as unified visibility. So with one swoop, you're going to unify all those different systems, different portals, different access and alerts into one centralized location, and that's Liongard. And Liongard will automatically feed that data into the core tools that you're using today, like your PSA, your ticketing platforms. I'm talking to you, ConnectWise users, Autotask users. Pick your poison of PSA, it doesn't matter. We work friendly with all of them. And if you've invested in documentation platforms, again, it doesn't matter. What they all lack is data, and that's what Liongard brings you, that gold. It's the data that your team can trust. And unified visibility is that concept that Liongard delivers to every MSP. And our focus has been around bringing you a breadth of coverage, a wide variety of systems, deep information in those systems across time, all those systems that you manage. And that's a powerful combination. What I want to encourage you guys to do is go to liongard.com, request a demo today, or follow us at the end of this session today in our breakout session. We are giving away an awesome summer prize, a Yeti cooler, to those that jump into our session. But I want to encourage you to go in there, ask questions, learn about us, but more importantly, book a demo. We'll tailor one to you and your stack, and I want to help you learn more. Thanks.